Hey everyone, Ryan Christie, Authentic Alpha, Holistic Health, Mind, Body, Spirit, all about deeper connection, exploring, using your mind to deeper connect to your body, to your spirit. And I want to share I have so many favorite, a song that I really love because the lyrics are really all about the universal principle of mentalism, right? That everything starts in our mind, that we live in this mental universe. So I'm going to sing, for you. I'm going to sing for you. And then I'll break down the different sections and share some of my story with this as well. Happiness, more or less, it's just a change in me, something in my liberty, all in my mind. Happiness coming and going. Watch you look at me, watch my fever growing. I know just where I am. How many corners do I have to turn? How many times do I have to learn? All the love I have is in my mind. 'Cause I'm a lucky man. Fire in my hand. Booba gabba jabooba dibba dooba doo. Happiness, something in my own place. Stood the naked, a smile, feeling no disgrace with who I am. How many corners do I have to turn? How many times do I have to learn? All the love I have is in my mind. 'Cause I'm a lucky man. I hope you understand. All in my mind. Just a change in me, something in my liberty. So you can see the lyrics really, that it keeps going back to like happiness in the mind, love is in the mind, and that all the lessons are about remembering that, and this connection to freedom, that when you remember that the love is in your mind, that you have nothing to be, there's no disgrace, there's no shame, you are who you are, and that all the love comes from you, from within your own mind. And to me, this relates to the prayer of St. Francis, which one of the aspects of it, it is better to love than be loved. You know, it is better to seek to love all the ways that you can share your love, as opposed to waiting for others to love you. And you have the ability to give that to yourself first, and then that ripples out into everyone else. You know, and this really resonates with me so much because I've been there. You know, growing up, it was like my external reality was my validation, right? That especially through sports and what I could do physically, you know, or being of service to others. It was a way almost to, it was flipped in my mind about helping others to receive the love, as opposed to viewing that, and this is also in the St. Francis prayer, that it is in giving that I receive, right? By giving, then I receive. You know, that's my gift, is that I can share my love and my service to others. And through sport, it was like the accolades were, you know, the value, the competition. And so if you didn't measure up out on the sports field, or even in school as well, right, that you were not good enough, I guess, for lack of a better term. And so that inner critic in our heads, you know, was constantly going, constantly comparing to others, judging. There's always going to be someone better than you, number one, right? But judging ourselves based on everyone else, and also what we receive from other people's feedback as well. Sorry, it's my journal flapped in there. So that's why these lyrics are so powerful, that, you know, all the love that I have especially for myself, is in my mind. It's not from anyone else, that I don't need to seek it elsewhere, outside of myself. That happiness, once again, it's all in my mind. And the line where he goes, "'Cause I'm a lucky man, fire in my hand," just shows that the power is within us, right? Like this power to create whatever we want, especially love, happiness, joyfulness, liberty, freedom, is all within ourselves. And like the liberty aspect, and the line about "stood there naked, a smile, feeling no disgrace with who I am." And you can go into that literally, like being naked in front of whoever, and not feeling disgraced or like shameful about your body. And once again, through comparison, I was comparing myself, my body, to others growing up, and so I had this level of shame, body shame, on my own body. And this is my own version. I know everyone has their own version, but for myself, like, this was what I was going through as a man, especially from the nether regions, right? Like, do you measure up, and what that means, and all this other kind of stuff, like really measuring your dick against other people, and then feeling a certain sort of shame around that. And I really shed this whole like taboo for myself around just being naked. And the deeper analogy is like being vulnerable is also a form of like nakedness. Like you open yourself up to others by sharing your feelings, your thoughts, and you don't feel ashamed for feeling those things or thinking those things or anything like that. But from the physical standpoint, like when we went to Ibiza, the island in the Mediterranean from Spain, and really going to like a nude beach and just being naked and not caring, I felt such a sense of freedom from that. And once again, it was all in my mind, that like I didn't care what anyone thought, how they were looking at me or judging me. Not that there was anyone there, right? Like that was the whole aspect of it. But like it was how I felt about myself, of just this liberty, this freedom, and being naked in public, and not feeling ashamed about it, So like these different levels of growth from that it wasn't that the mirror of my external reality was just, telling me what was going on within my own mind. So, if I'm not feeling the love, then it's up to me to give that love to myself and share that with myself. If I'm not feeling the freedom, once again, like where am I holding myself back or holding myself down in my thoughts? And it's a daily reminder. How many times, how many corners do I turn? How many times do I have to learn, right? All the love I have is in my mind. That all the power, all the strength, everything, it starts in your mind. So this is like, awareness is number one, right? Like what resonates within this message for you, within that song, Lucky Man by the Verve. It had two names, the Verve Pipe and the Verve. But listen to the song, feel it, what resonates within this message as well, and like what awareness does it give you? Like where are you not feeling the love in your own mind, right? And where can you start loving yourself more? Where's that, shine that light of awareness on that in the dark spaces in your mind, right? Where are you feeling shameful? Where do you feel ashamed, disgraceful about? And then once you can face that, then you can start to take the steps towards, number one, being compassionate, right? Compassion equals with suffering. So you feel your own pain in those moments, right? So once you can feel that and be there, so you aren't separate from yourself. When you are compassionate with yourself and with others, like you're sharing that pain. So you can feel it. You're not separating yourself from yourself in that regard, right? From these moments, this time where that happened or this happened or whatever. but you can start to be more wholesome, more integrated, more connected to yourself, and then that ripples out into anyone else, right? But once again, it starts within your mind. And then from there is like forgiveness as well, like forgiving yourself for whatever, mistakes, failures, feeling that way at that time, oh, you were so pathetic, or like all these thoughts lead you into this opportunity to go to these moments in your mind and be compassionate, forgive yourself, love yourself. To me, forgiveness is compassion as well. It's all examples of love or connection. And then just feeling gratitude for that moment, right? That you're able to do that you are loving yourself more. Through your awareness first, awareing where you are, awareing, you're awareing. What are you awareing? Awareness of where you're not loving yourself, where you're judging yourself, where you're critical of yourself, especially if the past keeps rippling forward, where you're comparing yourself to others, right? These kind of things, where you're disconnecting from yourself. And then love is all about connection. So compassion, self-compassion, self-forgiveness, and then gratitude as well, right? For experience, hindsight, being kind in your hindsight. So I wanted to share that with you. Like, this is something every day, going through different, whatever comes up through your mind as well, right? Like what's coming up from the past that gives you this opportunity to connect to yourself deeper, not be like, like judging, criticizing, hating on yourself, right? These kind of things. And then the more that you can start to integrate within yourself, connect to yourself, love yourself more happiness, more joyfulness, like you harness your own power. The power to be able to create, to share that love with others. Give. You give. You're not seeking love from the outside. You're giving it to yourself, and therefore you can give it to others more authentically, right? More freedom to express yourself and not feel shame, disgrace, right? Because you are connected to yourself, no matter what anyone else is, how they might respond. And I know this is easier said than done. It's a daily practice. So I wanted to share that, share the song, share the lyrics, why the lyrics are important to me, steps that you can start to take to become more aware, more connected to yourself through compassion, through forgiveness, gratitude, love, your own happiness, and how that will ripple out into everyone that's around you, right? You have that opportunity to be able to share your integration, your wholeness, your love with everyone else, and not seeking it in the external world. It's all in your mind. And if you need a guide, if you need someone to help shine some light in these dark spaces, because it's scary to go there on your own, and face yourself and face it's like the cause and effect in your own life, right? Like the cause is your actions you took at certain times and the effects of that. So it's great to have a guide, a coach, someone to be there for you, to go in those scary spaces together and find the light within it, to create the love, the compassion, the forgiving yourself, creating these practices to be able to connect deeper to yourself, starting in the mind and have that ripple out into everything else, in the body and in the spirit. So reach out if you'd like more support, if you want to start a conversation of how to start to transform your life for the better, right? That's what it's all about. And I'm here to support every step of the way. To me, the word coach is all about that. It's like old school stagecoach. It takes people on the journey from a beginning point to their destination, and that's why I'm here, and you don't have to do it alone, right? Have a great day. Thanks for watching, sharing and caring. If you're watching this and you feel someone else could benefit from the message, or from reaching out to me as a support system, as a coach, as a guide, please share. That's what it's all about. United we rise, together we're stronger than ever. All the love you have is in your mind.